This is the Telemetry Transportation Daily for June 2nd, 2025, and I'm Sam Abuel-Samad, Vice President of Market Research for Telemetry. Back in 2006, director Chris Payne released a documentary film called Who Killed the Electric Car? The movie was all about GM's decision to discontinue the EV1 and efforts by fans for the pioneering car to save it. 5 years later, following the launch of the Tesla Roadster, Chevrolet Volt, and Nissan Leaf, he released a follow-up titled Revenge of the Electric Car. Now in 2025, when EVs are more popular than ever, Payne may need to make another sequel about the Trump administration's efforts to eviscerate the EV industry in the United States. Throughout the campaign for the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump constantly railed against EVs, promising to eliminate mandates and gut incentive funding for purchases, charging infrastructure deployment, and manufacturing. Right after the inauguration, Trump signed orders to freeze disbursement of funds that has always been on legally shaky ground since the executive branch is obligated to spend money allocated by Congress, and all of the current funding was allocated in the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act and the Inflation Reduction Act. Trump allies in Congress are now attempting to repeal sections of the IRA that provide the purchase and manufacturing incentives in the current budget bill, but it's not clear if that will pass in its current form. The Senate is also attempting to follow through on Trump's promises to revoke the Clean Air Act waivers that allow California to set its own tougher emission standards. The Senate has used the Congressional Review Act, but the General Accountability Office and Senate parliamentarian have both declared that the waivers do not qualify as the types of rules that can be canceled by the law. California has already promised to sue, and this is a case that will take a long time to litigate. Finally, another aspect of the budget aimed at clean vehicles is a new tax of $250 per year for EVs and $100 per year for hybrids. These fees would go to the highway fund in place of current gas taxes for road construction and maintenance that aren't paid by more efficient vehicles. While drivers of more efficient vehicles should contribute to the cost of the roads they use, the fees being imposed are disproportionately high. For a combustion vehicle driven an average of 15,000 miles per year to pay $250 in gas tax, it would have to get just 11 miles per gallon, far lower than the current average of about 26 miles per gallon. That hypothetical 26 mile per gallon vehicle only pays $106 per year. The numbers are similar for hybrids. Replacing a 35 mile per gallon Honda Civic with a 48 mile per gallon hybrid version only reduces gas tax revenue by $33. But Congress wants to charge drivers 3 times as much. But the gas-only version would also cost drivers an extra $400 per year in fuel. All of these changes by the Trump administration will cost Americans more to own and drive a vehicle, lead to dirtier air and its associated societal costs, and make the U.S. auto industry even less competitive. Thanks for listening.